If someone has ever said, "Wow, you look good today," and somehow made it sound like an accident, or, "Honestly, I'm impressed," and it landed more like disbelief than praise, and you laughed, nodded, walked away, then replayed it later like, "Wait, what was that?" That wasn't awkward. That was disrespect wearing deodorant. Because real disrespect doesn't announce itself. It sneaks in smiling. It sounds polite. It pretends to be funny. And it survives because you were taught to tolerate it. Let's talk about what's actually happening. The first one is disguised praise. The compliment with a hidden receipt. "You're actually smart. You handled that better than I thought. You're confident for someone like you." Translation: I need to lower you just enough to feel taller. These aren't jokes. They're positioning statements. They're checking if you'll shrink, laugh, or brush it off. And every time you do, they make a mental note. "Oh, this one lets it slide." And once someone realizes you let it slide, they don't stop. They escalate. Slowly. Casually. Like boiling water pretending it's a warm bath. Next comes emotional guilt tripping. You say no once, and suddenly you're the villain in a low-budget drama. "Oh, okay. I'll just deal with it myself. I guess I won't bother you again." Wow, you've really changed. Yes, you grew a spine. Guilt is their backup plan when control stops working. They don't want compromise. They want compliance with a sad soundtrack. If someone makes you feel bad for having limits, they don't miss you. They miss access. Third pattern. The people who love you struggling and tolerate you winning. They hype you when you're stuck. They vanish when you're thriving. When you level up, they get quiet, or sarcastic, or suddenly very concerned about you changing. Here's the truth. Your growth reminds them of what they postponed. Real support doesn't compete. It celebrates. If your wins make someone uncomfortable, that's not your problem. That's their mirror. Next, one-way emotional traffic. They unload. You listen. They vent. You support. Then it's your turn. And suddenly they're busy, distracted, or spiritually buffering, meditating, recharging, ascending. That's not friendship. That's unpaid emotional labor. You're not a dumping ground with legs. Conversation is a two-player game. And now the big one. Boundary pushers. The moment you stop explaining yourself, stop overgiving, stop being available on demand, you're labeled cold, difficult, selfish. Funny how self-respect always offends the people who benefited from your silence. They didn't like you. They liked your lack of limits. Here's the shift that changes everything. You don't argue. You don't convince. You don't over-explain. You observe. You adjust. You remove access. Because the strongest response to disrespect isn't confrontation. It's elevation. You don't announce boundaries. You enforce them quietly. And let behavior reveal who belongs. When you stop tolerating nonsense, your life gets quieter, cleaner, lighter. Some people rise to meet you. Others disappear. Both outcomes save you time. If this made something click you've been ignoring, comment clarity. Subscribe to LoveLens. Clarity changes everything.